Hello everybody, my name is Paul, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about what is the escrow service and what is the difference between escrow service and an LC. So let's get it started. And before we go any further, disclaimer that I'm not an expert in banking, I'm not an accountant, I'm not anything, I'm not licensed in anything. So if you listen to me, go and re-verify information, and it's gonna make you safer. It's just for entertainment purpose only. Alright. So an escrow service is a service that helps you to make a payment with a condition. It sounds like an LC, isn't it? But the difference is that the escrow service gives you more customizations for the process of conditions, for the procedure to receiving that payment. For an LC, it's just that make sure when you ship the product, you got a bill of landing, you're gonna get your money. That's what it is an LC for, right? Or if you customize it a little bit more, only if you ship a product with a certain condition, with a certain quality, you're gonna receive money. So it's always just put it on the boat, the ship, and they already get money. So it put the supplier on. It's the fairest way to do business, honestly. But if you want to negotiate and get a little more edge in the transactions, you could using escrow service, because the difference is not just ship a product, but escrow service could require something like only if the product is arrived and there's an agent go and check in that quality and the product at the port of this buyer, meaning that certain quality control. The money gonna be releasing by the escrow service. And the payment is still irrevocable, which means that the buyer cannot withdraw that payment if that meeting that conditions. So what it does is that it's helping the buyer make sure that whenever the product is arrived, it's still at the conditions that they want to meet. Because here's the thing: the risk of you deliver the product to the port, and it could be have something like the temperature go bad, the product go bad, there's mold inside of the wood that you try to do and to try to stand over. There is like the 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 water content is different. Many things could happen changing inside a container when that process is moving forward. So the escrow service help you as a buyer could using this thing to leverage and make sure that you have a little bit more advantage, a lot more advantage when you negotiate with a supplier. The disadvantage of this is it's gonna be a lot harder for you to negotiate it and explain for the seller what is escrow service if they don't understand the ways it work. And when you're using the escrow service, I highly recommend you to using bank because they also provide that service. But it's not always need to be a bank, but always use a bank because they're more reputable. While you take the risk of going to all the company that no one knows just to take a new experience, it's not a good way, right? So that's how it works. That's the difference between a letter credit and escrow service. I'm gonna summarize it here. An escrow service allows you to customize the payment conditions more intensive for the buyer side, which means that you could put condition until arrive at the port and meeting certain quality, the product, the money will automatically be releasing to the seller side. And because of that, it's putting the buyer at a higher advantage compared to the seller. compares with a letter credit. A letter credit is only allowing you to make sure that the product is shipped or a product is shipped at the conditions, not at a port with a condition that you need it to be. Alright, I hope it's enough and I hope you understand what a escrow service now. Look, still it's for entertainment purpose only, right?